Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. Is your cat small and skinny, and there appears to be no sign of anything changing in the future? Are you concerned as to what could be the issue, if there's an issue at all? In today's material, we'll do our best to crack the code and provide you with a few of the most notable possibilities as to why your adult cat still, in many ways, looks like a kitten. But before we take a deep dive into this subject, let's take a look at this topic overview. A fully grown cat that is unusually small may have been malnourished as a kitten. This can lead to its growth being permanently stunted. Malnourishment can be caused by a lack of food, too much poor quality food, or illness and parasites. Cats of any age can also lose weight and appear smaller when ill or afflicted with parasites. A cat doesn't have to be unwell to lose weight. And before we get out over our skis here, we should note immediately that malnutrition and illness aren't the only causes, and just because your cat is undersized doesn't mean that malnutrition or illness played a role whatsoever. It's probably human nature to assign labels to specific issues. If your 5-year-old cat looks a lot like a kitten, well, what happened? Could be something, could be nothing. And no, that's not an attempt to avoid an answer. Nothing in some cases could indeed be the answer. And that's why this topic is a bit complex. Certainly, without the opinion of a vet conducting a full examination of your cat, the truth will always be a bit unclear. And many times, getting a final verdict is through the process of elimination. Before we address a few notable concerns, we'd like to thank you for watching today. Thanks for stopping in. You could be doing most anything else with your time, but you've decided to spend a few minutes with us, and we are grateful. Thank you for your time and for your support. Now, about those small and skinny cats. Let's begin. Cutting right to the chase, your feline could be small and skinny due to your cat's breed. Some cats are just naturally small. Munchkin, Devon Rex, Siamese, and Balinese are just a few breeds that can appear thin or underweight. The sex of your cat can also play a role. Lack of proper food consumption, as we mentioned in our intro, can cause an adult cat to look small and be under the average weight for the breed. Stunted growth can also be a factor. Any number of health issues early in life could have halted your cat's growth, even though maturity took hold. And the final notable concern is that of diagnosed illness. Similar to generic health setbacks playing a role, parasites can really have a negative impact on your feline, especially if illness occurs at a young age. As a quick sidebar, one of my cats is 5 years old and could probably pass for 12 months in terms of appearance. She was diagnosed with toxoplasmosis about a year after birth, and while I have no concrete proof that her illness played a role in stunting her growth, it is more than a legitimate possibility, as her brothers and sisters are quite robust in size. With respect to other illnesses, diabetes, tapeworms, hyperthyroidism, cancer, feline infectious pancreatitis, or FIP, can also potentially promote some level of stunted growth. So, what if the notable concerns and issues that were just briefly mentioned do not apply? What if your cat is a runt? What does that really mean and what causes it to occur? In every litter, there is typically one runt, the odd one out, to put it simply. Birth defects, complications during pregnancy, the embryo's placement in the womb, all of these are theories in respect to why runts exist. If your cat had a lot of litter mates, the runt was probably easy to spot, and as time goes along, the physical differences can become quite stark. Now, it should be stated that unless there is a legitimate and known health defect, and the mother did reject the kitten and refuse to provide care, a runt will grow into a normal and healthy cat. It'll be well undersized compared to the rest of the family, which is fine. And this is why this topic can be quick and easy to define and also rather complex at the same time. If your cat is small and skinny and sick, that's one concern and certainly an issue that needs to be addressed, as being undersized could be a symptom of a serious health matter. This is why routine vet visits are so critical. However, if your cat is just right as rain, no health issues, as confirmed by a vet, yet your cat just doesn't measure up to the other cats of both the same age and same breed, there is really nothing to worry about. Health trumps all. If your cat is in good health, yes, being undersized probably comes with a reason attached. But if all is right in the world in terms of health, there's nothing to worry about in the big picture. You simply have a small cat. Kitten for life, right? Just continue to stay on top of the essentials, quality meals, fresh water, and just live and love in a safe environment. Just keep up the responsibilities of being a good and loving owner. Play your part, and everything will be just fine. And here again, if you do have any questions, reach out to the professionals, if for no other reason than for your very own peace of mind. I'll just say this for my 5-year old tiny cat. You can't convince her that she's not a tiger. She eats like a pig and is very happy. Has a wonderful and excitable personality. She's always running around. She's tiny, but you couldn't tell her that. And she's living her best life, as the cool kids like to say. And on that note, that will conclude things for the video portion of today's material. And if you'd like to be a cool kid, we encourage you to head on over to seniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of today's presentation. There you will find a full-length and highly detailed article dedicated to this very subject. In this written piece, you'll find things that we've mentioned here today, but you'll also find so much more as it relates to small and skinny felines. So, if you would like even more info, we hope you'll check out the article. Are you currently watching us offsite? If so, please click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to the article in question, and we think you'll enjoy it. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we will talk to you later.